Alright, just taking off. Had to get this. This is their boat pole. It's pretty heavy. It's solid wood with a hook on the end. They have another boat pole that weighs about 57 pounds. It's really heavy. But so we're at the end of the line here. We're going to go under this bridge, and then Sam's going to turn around in a place they call the winding area. Anyway, so sounds pretty easy, right, Sam? It's a beautiful morning. You know, it's a lot colder here than we're used to back home, and so I have several layers on. I've seen people, well, I see a girl now jogging, short sleeves, shorts, and I've got several layers on. You look great. You're closer to the port side than the starboard, so you can go over a little if you want to. Can you see down the left-hand side? Okay. But you know, Sam's an early riser. He likes to get to where we're going fast. Look at these. Residential long-term moorings on the side. Okay. Yeah, the boat that's right in front of us on the left, that's a for hire boat, so you can see how narrow it is. As well as ours is really narrow, right? So we can get under those narrow bridges. The boat that is docked here, it's kind of pinkish purple. It is about as wide as you can get to fit through the very narrow areas that the bridges are. You know, the bridge looks wide, but they put the towpath, they call it. Of course, there's a towpath there. But under a bridge, the towpath comes out into the water side. Sometimes it goes out on the outside, but a lot of times it's inside. So what that means is it's a much more narrow area for the boats to get through. So it's called a narrowboat for a reason. And a canal boat. So we're coming up here. This is the Leamington Lift Bridge right in front of us. You saw a bicycle roll past it. And of course there's water on the other side. It's down right now. But here is the area called the winding or the winding area. The object of the game is to get the nose of this canal boat into the center there so we can flip it around and go the other way. So we'll see. Are you okay? Yeah, way earlier. So Sam just discovered he should have started his turn earlier because, you know, these don't turn on a dime. And he's used to, of course, you know, the Here's to Us was a 50-foot Carver, and this boat's 53, so it's not the length. It's not just the length, but it's a whole other. This is more like operating a dinghy rather than operating a motor yacht. So he's backed up a little bit, and we're getting ready to make this turn into the V right over here. Looks like there's flats all around. People living right here on the canal. Yeah. I'll help Sam out with the boat pole as much as possible. See, what happens is that he's right back there on the wall and turning it around. How far are you from that wall? Yeah, he's right there. So we're coming up. Can you go to the right? Because, yeah, you're going to have to back it up. But all part of the process. When you're new, right? Yeah, when you're new and learning something, it just takes some time. And another great thing about starting early is that nobody's out here. And we don't have to, nobody else has to wait for us to get through here. You have about a good 5 feet in the front. But you need to be moving over, as you know, to the right. Just going in a circle here. He's moved it into reverse. Did we hit the back? Oh, okay, so that's how that's how wide the canal is. Okay, you got about 3 feet in front, 2 feet. Okay, all right. We're slamming into the side here. All right. Gonna angle you, aim over there. Is that better or worse? Okay, that's as far as I can go. You good? Okay. Sure, yeah. Okay. It's just that, how's that? How's that? Okay. Good? Alright. Okay, momentarily had to get off, use the boat hook and push us over more toward the center here. Yeah, well, we're just learning, so we have more opportunities to turn this thing around. How you looking in the back? Yeah. Yep, now he just has to get it lined up and we'll be headed in the opposite direction. So Edinburgh's the last stop. We left Falkirk and headed through the canal. Took a couple days, and now we stayed here a couple of days and we are headed back to Falkirk. Now we're not going to get there in one day. This is supposed to be relaxing and a calm thing. You know, you can stop anywhere, almost anywhere along the way, stop and look at different things, look at different towns, and stop for as long or as little as you want. You know, we talked to several people that just have the boat for 4 days, so you can't get that far away from Falkirk to head back and turn the boat in, but 2 weeks should be long enough for us to see some things, and we already have. So doesn't this look nice and relaxing? That's the idea. Slow down a little bit. Now it's just the two of us working this 50-foot boat. We met a family of 6, grandparents, parents, and 2 children, and they were on, I believe it was a 63-foot boat, so they had more room. And they were from Norway, so we're in Scotland, right? So it's not all Europeans that are renting these boats and looking around, it's not all Americans. It's just a nice variety of people from all different countries. But Sam, I think you got it. How was it? I know he learns a lot, whenever he does something for the first time, makes mistakes. That's, of course, you have to. That's the only way you learn, is to make mistakes and learn from it. But the great thing about Sam is that he it goes in his brain, and he's like the little chicken on Foghorn Leghorn, if you grew up watching that show, calculating what he needs to correct. So next time it'll be a completely different story. Hey. Thank you. Okay, you need to take it over to the right. Uh-huh. You're a little close over there on the left. Can you see down the left side? Okay, so you've got plenty of room, and that's how he's positioned. He's off on the left-hand side, so he knows how much room is over there, and I tell him how much room is over on the right-hand side. So usually, if you just stay in the middle, you're fine. So here we head out from downtown Edinburgh on our way. I've been recording about 11 minutes, and so we did all that. We left our spot, we went down and turned around, and now we're heading out. There's only 2 boats left this morning. When we came back from the store last night, there were about 4 or 5 boats docked along here. So it's a very popular place, and like I said, we stayed 2 nights and had a beautiful time. You can see the trees turning. Today is October 1st. So you'd see the trees, that one's turning yellow, and the one next to it's turning red and yellow. So it's a really good time. A little chilly, but a wonderful time to take a canal route because it's not crowded. It's not like summer where you're fighting a lot of traffic. It's just a really good time. Yeah, the kids are back in school, and the reason we're here at this time of year is Sam didn't want to wait. For the season is from March to through October, and when he found out about renting this, he just didn't want to wait anymore, and so we didn't. Here we are, bundled up and doing our canal trip.